Good morning. Okay, in this video, I'm going to give you some suggestions. If you see that your total grade is not showing up, it's likely one of these. It's typically two things that cause it, but there's a third option for you to try out in the event that that doesn't happen. So, you see, I'm in one of my dummy courses right now. And you see the course total is grayed out. And you see that my gradebook is in the total aggregation mode. So now, if you wanted to just only show the totals, you would hit that minus sign, and then, okay, you hit the plus sign to only show grades, but not total. And you hit this sign here with the two arrows in the square to show full view. So you see that my gradebook is in full view mode. Okay, and the students' total are not showing. Okay, so in the view mode of your grade book, and you see we're in grader report, let's turn the editing on to make sure that the total is not locked or hidden. In our case, it's hidden. So if I see, I'm in the controls portion. So if I hit this icon here once, that will show. If I scroll back down there, okay, so it indicates that this column is now visible. So I'm going to turn my editing off now, and I am going to take a look. And you see the course total is no longer grayed out. And typically that will fix the problem. You see now there's a course total there when there wasn't one there beforehand. Now, the other solution would be simply changing the aggregation. So if we go to setup, to the gradebook setup, if we go to, yes, I'm in setup, okay, and I go to this category, like you see the name of the course. In the setup, you'll see the option to edit. We're going to go to edit settings, and sometimes simply changing the aggregation briefly, saving it, and recalculating the grades will bring it back. And if you want to just change it back to the aggregation that you had, you can do that. But typically, briefly changing the aggregation from like simply weighted to natural and then back to simply weighted or to whichever aggregation you wish to use will solve the problem. It typically will fix that. It typically will do the trick. So if you do have additional questions, you can reach me at jstaves@macniece.edu. You can reach Wendy Prater at wprater@macniece.edu, and you can also email our generic Gmail account at macnieceelearning@gmail.com. Until next time, goodbye.